Oh, you very, very lucky Game of Thrones people. I've had the absolute honour and privilege to be here with a very, very nice man who I've met a couple of times now, and I love him to bits. This is James Cosmo, plays Lord Mormont from Game of Thrones. James, first of all, thank you very much for speaking to us today.
My pleasure, thank you.
Game of Thrones, what happened there? Nobody saw that coming.
No. I think David Benioff and Dan Weiss, the two producers, and their association with George Martin was a marriage made in heaven. And then when they went to HBO, it's the best company in the world to make this sort of show. You know, they're a very committed company, and they're willing to put the money behind a project that they believe in.
Yeah.
And I think David and Dan have done an unbelievable job. Unbelievable. And how they've kept the show going, and it gets better and better.
Yeah.
It's astonishing piece of work.
It's the fan base on it is just unbelievable.
Yeah, it's amazing to think that, you know, I'm involved or was involved in the biggest television show in the world.
Yeah.
You know, you can't sort of get your head around that, but there you go.
How did you get the part?
They sent me some sides and asked me to go in and read, which I did, and I loved what they sent me so much. I really worked at it over the weekend. I went in and put it down on tape, and usually go through a process of, meeting different producers and all that sort of thing. I didn't. I got an email, and my agent got an email, and then I got an email from George Martin saying, "You're my Lord Mormont. You always were." That's it.
That doesn't happen very often, does it?
Not very often, no.
Has it changed your life? I know you've been in the game a long time. You've been an actor for a very long time.
50 years, yeah.
On a whole host of programs.
Yeah.
I won't bother naming them all, but how highly does Game of Thrones rate?
Oh, it's very high. You know, it's up there with Braveheart and things.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's, as an actor, you have to sort of consider that if you are in something like this, you're really privileged, because so many great actors and fine actors and talented actors don't get the chance.
Yeah.
So I just feel very, very lucky. That's what I feel.
What was the most memorable moment for you in the series? I'm talking about what you were involved in particularly.
I think probably my first day on the set in Belfast, driving down and seeing this whole quarry outside Belfast painted white, and then there's a castle built, and you just walk onto that set in your costume, and you just felt, wow, just a great feeling.
Was it a mind blower? Was it?
It was. It was awe-inspiring.
You've obviously, I know you travel around a lot, so
yeah.
you're not really too long in one place.
No.
Have you made any good friends from the Game of Thrones series? Who do you get on best with?
Well, it's lovely, because when you come to conventions and things, you meet up with actors that have been in the show, and sometimes actors that you haven't actually worked with.
Yeah.
Because it's set in 3 different places. Yeah. So sometimes, a good friend of mine, Liam Cunningham, is in it. I've never worked with Liam on the show or anything, but you come to these and you meet up, like Mark and whatever, so you re-establish those friendships, which is nice.
Did the cons, did that only start once you're in Game of Thrones? Was that the first time you went, or did you meet one before?
No, it was after Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I had no awareness of what the conventions were.
Yeah.
And they've just grown exponentially, and there's so many, people are really into cosplay and the work that they do on it, and it's wonderful to see like-minded people, who love particular shows, and it's not an online thing, they can get together and party and have fun, and it's great, because I've never been to a convention where there's been any trouble or any bad feeling. It's just people having fun, and it's lovely.
Yes, so on to the sad news. What happened to you then?
Well, 3 seasons, it was, for Game of Thrones, it's not bad.
That's not bad. I mean, you lasted longer than Sean Bean. That's the way I see it.
Absolutely. And, Mormont died the way he lived, with dignity and honour.
Yeah.
And that's why I love the character.
Yeah.
So I was you know, 3 seasons is plenty. I'd go on and do other stuff and working at other stuff, you know. So I was, you know, I wasn't unhappy to leave. You know, it's just part of an actor's life, you know.
Exactly. Well, James, I really, really appreciate speaking to you today. It's been
my
absolute
pleasure.
Thank you
Thank
very
you so
much.